My name is Randall Grahm. I'm a winemaker down in Santa Cruz for an outfit called Bonny Doon Vineyard.
And I'm Ceri Smith. I'm an Italian wine lover here at Biondivino Wine Boutique and also co-wine director for Tosca Cafe with Randall. When Randall contacted me to do the wine with him, after bouncing down the street for about 3 hours, literally, I started doing some research on old wine lists. Since the restaurant had been around for so long, I thought, well, let's look and see what the wines were back in the 1900s, 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and throughout the ages. And everything that I kept researching and coming up with was Tuscany, 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 Chianti, 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 specifically Chianti, Chianti, Chianti. And they're also kind of, wines that are forgotten, but they're beautiful when made properly with an array of foods. Sangiovese is a light red grape. It's brick in color. It's translucent. It's not blue. It's not dark. It's not heavy. It's not bold. It's elegant. It's got acidity to it. It's fresh. It's supposed to be paired with food. It's got meatiness, saltiness. It's got all those characters that you want. This is the Fiasco bottle that Michele Briganti actually bottled and made for us. Randall and I were talking.
This is the coolest. This is the coolest.
About, what we wanted. Randall says, God, wouldn't it be fun to have
Chianti and Fiasco.
Fiasco. He says, is there anybody that's making good Chianti and Fiasco? I said, I don't know. I said, well, I'll find out. So I sent a couple emails to some friends in Montalcino and also to Michele Briganti at Monteraponi and also Martina Minetti at Montevertini. And I said, hey, you guys, is there anybody making good Chianti and Fiasco? And they said, I don't know, I'll go look. And the two winemakers in Montalcino, Alberto Passieri from La Gerla and Riccardo Campanotti from Le Regnai, both came back and they said, I think I found one. And then moments later, no, it's terrible. No, it's awful. And Riccardo Campanotti from Le Regnai is actually really good friends with Michele Briganti. And he says, they always tease each other. And, in a very playful, kind of cheeky way. He says, go ask Briganti to bottle it in Fiasco. I said, okay. So I sent Martino and Michele a message saying, hey, would you bottle this in Fiasco for us? And I said, I know it's going to sound a little crazy, but will you do it? And they said, immediately. Both of them, yes. And I said, oh my God, could you imagine having Montevertini and Fiasco? I mean, that's like international Fiasco right there. It's like crazy. So
as opposed to an international incident.
Exactly. So Michele says, yes, I will bottle in Fiasco for you, and I will have it ready for you by the time Tosca opens. He says, Martino, he cannot bottle it for you because his family left the Consorzio back in the 70s, and you have to be part of the DOCG to bottle in Fiasco. So because the history with Montevertini, Martino was not able to bottle in Fiasco for us, which we're happy that Michele did. And the day that we opened, literally, I was waiting and waiting and waiting, going, where are these wines? And I didn't want to push. And sure enough, the morning that Tosca was scheduled to open, 3 cases of Fiasco arrived via UPS from Tuscany that he had air freighted over specifically for us. And it's like, this is good. This is going to work.
Needless to say, there's Tosca has a sort of maybe retro is not exactly the word, but maybe it is. But there's a historical aspect to it, and there's nothing more retro than Fiasco. All the associations of drinking wine in the 50s and candles in the bottle and everything that was cheesy and wonderful about the 50s and 60s is embodied in the Fiasco. Some people think it's been continuous. They don't realize that it's stopped for like 30 years, but I just think of beatniks and Fiasco in the 50s, and if you wanted to seduce a girl, you just had to have a Fiasco with a candle in it. I mean, don't even think about any other method. That would be the choice, the method of choice.